There's a new kind of coding I call vibe coding, where you fully give in to the vibes, embrace exponentials, and forget that the code even exists.
So vibe coding, it's a real thing. That definition was coined by Andrej Karpathy only a few months ago, and since then we've seen thousands of fully LLM generated code everywhere. But should you vibe code or stick to traditional programming? Let's see. I've organized 3 levels of vibe coding, and we'll test how well GPT-5 holds up. 1. Can it fix a bug in my code? 2. Can it add a feature to my app? And 3. Can it make the whole app for me? That's exactly what vibe coding is supposed to be, and if it's able to do this, then I'd be very impressed to say the least. Let's get started. So to test how well vibe coding really works, we're going to use the example of a recipe list app. I took a couple minutes to make this small app. It's not very beautiful by any means, but it's a working recipe app, and we can use it to test how well LLMs really are at coding. So this is the React.js code, and to simulate a bug for level 1, we're going to head to recipelist.js and remove the 2 lowercase checks. That'll make it so searching is case sensitive, which an LLM should be able to notice as a bug. And if we go into our website, we have chocolate pastry and cake recipe as our 2 recipes. And as you can see, if we try to type cake in or chocolate, we won't be able to get our correct search results because now it's case sensitive when it shouldn't be. And now I'm going to add the file name as a comment on the top of every file and copy every single file as well, so I can paste it into the LLM as a prompt. So we're going to type in the prompt into ChatGPT now. I'll describe my app and then paste in every single file from my React.js VS Code project. And as we can see here, it actually identified it pretty fast and has given me the correct solution. So I can safely say that LLMs can probably pass vibe code level 1. But to pass level 2, the LLM is going to have to implement a new feature. And I think the best feature for it to implement should be a rating system from 1 star to 5 stars. So I'm going to type in the prompt into ChatGPT, asking it to create the feature. And as we can see here, it's zooming off, and it's given us each file. And I'm going to paste it all into our new project now. And as we can see here, it's added our rating system as a drop-down, and it's done it pretty well, I'd say. It could be improved, obviously, but for a single prompt, that's pretty good. So at this point, we have seen that vibe coding could be incredibly useful. However, on level 2, it didn't do the best job of adding the rating system. But now, let's see if it can write a whole app from nothing but a Rust prompt. This is what vibe coding is supposed to be. So if the LLM does a good job, then vibe coding could genuinely become a reliable method to code. Let's take a look. So I'm going to type out the prompt now. I'll tell it to make a fully working recipe book app with all the features I want. And as we can see, it's going off here. It's going to take a bit longer than usual because it uses the GPT-5 thinking feature. And over here, I'm just going to paste ChatGPT's output over my app.js. And as we run, we see we immediately got an error. Unexpected use of confirm. And as vibe coders, we're going to have to ask ChatGPT how to fix it. So back with GPT, I'm going to paste in the error and let it try to fix it. But I noticed that there's a lot of placeholders, so I'm going to ask it to paste out the full code again. There's a few issues with this. Firstly, the UI looks very messy and it's hard to navigate. And I also can't actually add any new recipes. So back into ChatGPT we go. I'm going to describe the error and then also ask it to paste out the code. So here we have our result. As you can tell, we can actually add new recipes now, so GPT did manage to fix the error we described to it. However, it still doesn't look the best, and in the time it took to troubleshoot, we could have probably written it ourselves. So there you go. We've pretty much proved the state of LLMs for programming as of now. It's great at solving smaller bugs, and I'd recommend devs take advantage of it to save time instead of digging through the depths of Google for an obscure Stack Overflow post with the same issue. But vibe coding isn't just about fixing bugs, it's about making the whole thing. And as we've just seen, ChatGPT and most other LLMs simply can't do that. Prompting it to perfectly match your vision usually takes more effort than just coding it yourself, so it's better used as a bug fixer. So that's where we're at. Vibe coding isn't there yet, but AI itself is a brilliant tool for debugging. Use it smartly and it'll save you loads of time. That's my take, but what about you? Do you vibe code or do you keep AI far, far away from your projects? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button and subscribe for more. See you next time.